Your baby ruining your sex life? Well, if you're like most new parents, your sex life has changed and most likely not in a good way. Juggling family, career, baby feedings, and functioning on very little sleep can take a toll on intimacy. Joining us now with advice on how to rekindle your sex life and what to expect sex-wise with a new baby in the house, OBGYN Dr. Jennifer Ashton, author of the new book, Your Body Beautiful. So how common is it for couples to have a disappointing sex life post-baby?
I think it's almost universal. I mean, this is incredibly common. I hear it from women and men, by the way, all the time. I think it could be due to a combination of factors, whether that's physical, pain, or lack of sleep, or emotional, or social, or psychological. The fact of the matter is that, you know, your partner has to share you. If it's your first baby, he or she might not be the center of your universe anymore, and it's going to take a toll.
We polled our Shine Facebook fans and asked, how long after your baby was born did you resume intimacy with your partner? Some said 4 weeks, most said 6 weeks, one person said 7 days.
Brave.
When do most couples resume intimacy?
I think definitely the average amount of time is 6 weeks, and that's what we as obstetricians will tell our patients. Wait 6 weeks, and that's because that's usually the amount of time it takes for pain to go away, for stitches, whether they're internal or external, to heal and dissolve. And it's reasonable. Do people vary on either end of that? Absolutely. And at the end of the day, it's whatever feels right to the woman.
What aspects of this are in the mom's control that she can change, and what things are outside her control?
Well, I think definitely the biggest one, pain, that is definitely something that should be in her control. If she has significant pain, physical pain after delivery, whether it's from a vaginal delivery or a C-section, she should talk to her doctor about getting that pain under control. Other things like, is the baby in the bedroom with you? That's under your control. So if that's putting a damper on your sex life, that's relatively easy to fix.
What about the, I'm just so tired?
Very common. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. The stress and the physical demands on a new mom are significant. They are extreme. If she's been feeding that baby every 2 hours, sleep is going to come first.
What's within a mom's control, and what can she adjust in her life to make space?
So if you're finding after the initial several weeks after the baby is born that your sex life is deteriorating, or it's not up to where you want it to be or your partner wants it to be, there is nothing wrong with calling in the big guns, which would be a sex therapist or a couples therapist, or even experimenting with some sex toys. That can be a very exciting and, believe it or not, safe way for a mom to kind of get back into the swing of things.
Now, what about things you can do besides intercourse, kind of as a foreplay warm-up over a couple weeks?
Well, that's the key thing, is we forget how we got that baby in the first place, and we sometimes have to take it back to the high school making out on the couch, or holding hands, or just cuddling. You know, those are other forms of physical intimacy.
Yeah. Why is resuming your sex life post-baby so important?
I talk a lot about sex and the importance of sex life in my book, Your Body Beautiful, because it is a measure, not the only measure, but it is a measure of vitality and wellness and intimacy. I think that women and their partners need to understand that their sex life might be different after the birth of a baby. That doesn't mean it will be worse. It just will be different.
Dr. Jennifer Ashton, author of new book, Your Body Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us.